feel a little bit better about your chances. I would feel better about my chances. But we're not done yet, Nate. Because you know who else you have? It's the same people that you have when you're fighting your giants. Nate, you've got a godly father. I know him. I know him. You've got a godly father who's fighting for you, who's fighting on your behalf. And so now the odds are starting to shift the other way. You might be getting a little bit afraid over here. I see some tears coming out of the gladiator mask right here. You've got a godly father. Listen to me, young person. If you've got a dad who loves Jesus, he's fighting with you and for you when you're in the darkest places of your life. If you've got a praying mama, her prayers are bringing victory in your life. And if you don't have either one of those things, you know what you probably do have? You've got a godly youth pastor. Nate's got a youth pastor. Hey, Pastor Brandon, come on out here real quick. Yeah. See, this is what, you think you're fighting all alone, but Nate's got a shepherd leading the way. He's got a godly dad behind him. He's got a youth pastor who's saying, hey, I'm fighting for you. I'll go to battle with you when you're in the valley. Hey, youth pastor, don't drop the rope. Don't walk away from your students. No matter how dark it might seem, even in your own life, in your own pain, don't walk away from this generation. I'm not saying you have to be a youth pastor for the rest of your life. You can do other things. God can lead you to other things. I'm simply saying, always choose to believe and support the next generation. Don't drop the rope. Don't abandon this generation who needs godly moms and dads like they've never needed before. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Because we got Jesus the shepherd, and we got you fighting against your giants, and we got a godly dad, and then we got a godly youth pastor. But then when we read on through the rest of the passage, it says this. It says, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. That means Jesus is cooking up some spiritual food for you to eat, and he's doing it in the presence of your enemies. And then he says this. He says, surely goodness and loving kindness will follow me all the days of my life. Do you know what that means? That means you've got some stalkers in your life, some big dudes that are coming on. Look, we got loving kindness and we've got goodness added to the mix here. I'm telling you, the fight is fixed. The advantage is on your side. I'm telling you, the referees have been paid off. The deck of cards has been stacked. Your teacher's graded on a curve and gave you some extra credit. You can win in the valley because it's not your graveyard, it's your battlefield. Woo! God has need of you tonight because there's some giants and some Goliaths represented in this room. And God has need of you, this generation, to cut their head off, to use the very weapon that was meant to be used against you, to use that weapon back against them. I'm telling you tonight, we're going to do battle in a couple minutes. In a couple minutes, we're gonna rush this place. In a couple minutes, young people, you're gonna have the opportunity to pray alongside of a spiritual mom or dad. You're gonna have the opportunity to pray alongside of a youth pastor. You're gonna have the opportunity to grab a friend around the arm and say, man, we're gonna fight together right now. Some of you young men, you know that a bunch of you are addicted to porn. Get together, be accountable, and pray through it tonight and fight the battles. Some of you young girls are so full of insecurity. You're cutting yourselves. You've got eating disorders, and you look at yourself and you say, I'll never overcome the giant. I'm just telling you, it's in your advantage. You've got the weight on your side. You can win. You can